Nick, tell me a little bit about how the NDA got started and how that opportunity presented itself to you. Because you're speaking Sean's language. He always says, "Make your passion your paycheck," and it sounds like you've been able to do that. So, kind of give us a background on the organization itself.
Sure. So the Deer Alliance, it ends up being an interesting story actually, but it all started really with Quality Deer Management Association. They were doing some of their own strategic planning, trying to figure out how they could grow and looking at their mission and all these types of things. And they noticed that there was a pretty significant void when it comes to national deer policy issues. So we're not talking the more on the ground types of things that they're known for now, and protecting younger deer and those types of things. But they wanted to see where are some opportunities for us to maybe do more. And after a lot of thought, they ended up holding what they called the North American, I think it was called the North American Whitetail Summit. And that was in Branson, Missouri, out at Bass Pro Shops. And they invited, I think they had about 300 people there to come in and start talking about this issue. And what ended up coming out of that was that not that QDMA really needed to change who they were, because so many people were just bought into what they do, their core mission. It was that what's really needed is an organization to be a voice for all deer and all hunters across the country, whether you're a let them go so they can grow guy, or whether you're a stump setter guy that goes out 2 or 3 times a year, or if you're a mule deer hunter, blacktail. Ultimately, we just needed a policy voice for deer, because there's so much policy. I tell people that any one time during the year, there are probably easily 50, but probably closer to 100 different bills or pieces of legislation or potential regulations that are impacting deer or hunters right now as we talk about this. And nobody was really stewarding that and being the overarching voice and participant. So they brought in a bunch of people to form the board of directors. It included the other major deer groups, Mule Deer Foundation and Whitetails Unlimited. And once they got some money generated, it came time to hire somebody. And this is where the story gets a little funny. And that is, I actually wrote letters of recommendation for 2 other candidates for this job, because I was certainly happy with what I was doing at the Sportsman's Alliance, and I thought that this was important, and I recommended some really good people. And ultimately, the board kind of come back to me and hoped that I'd have an interest in it. And after some back and forth and a lot of thought and just talking through it with family, ultimately I made the decision that it was worth a go, that it was that important. And again, just considering that these opportunities don't come around every day, even though it was a little bit scary and risky, with it being so new, I decided I was up for the challenge, and here we are going on 4 years later. And I think we're all happy, and I think we're doing well. So it was a good decision.
Yeah, I've been in situations like that where somebody writes a letter of recommendation, or you're talking to somebody about somebody else, and then it just kind of clicks. And you think, wait a minute, that guy's pretty sharp, or that lady really had her act together. Let's see if there's a way, that we can attract them. So, well, good. I think we're all, better off. I know the NDA is better off having you there. I think that's certainly my opinion.